A teacher is someone who gets connected with his students 24/7. A teacher is someone whose impact can be felt years and years after the student gets out of that school after passing the examination. You know, to form that sort of connect with student, it's a must that a teacher should breach the boundaries of subject and content, and should connect with a student in such a way that the real life of the teacher and the student get a scope to be discussed inside the class.
Is Mr. Gaurav Kumar, the most energetic, dynamic and motivated teacher in the Department of Education, Delhi government. We will be discussing about the important points and hopeful that our discussion will motivate the students to do better in the examination.
Thank you so much, Ajit sir, and it's a privilege to be here and talking to you today. My educational journey as a teacher started back in 2003, and I started my journey as a primary teacher, and I taught as a primary teacher almost for 7 years. Then I got promoted as a TGT English, and since 2010 I was teaching English to the students of grade 6 to 10. Then in 2019 I became a PGT English, and now my profile is to teach the students of grade 11 and 12 English subject. Meanwhile, in 2016 Delhi government decided to pull in a group of talented teachers as mentor teachers, and the purpose behind this step was to ensure that whatever challenges the teaching fraternity is facing, the solution of those challenges should come from within the teachers fraternity only. So about 250 teachers were selected. So I was selected as a mentor teacher in 2016, and since then I'm working as a mentor teacher also with the Directorate of Education, Delhi.
As we know that after class 10 examination, matriculation examination, some students feel confused what to do and what not to do, whether they should go for science or they should go for arts. Lots of confusion, lots of questions arise in their mind. So sir, what actually they should do?
This confusion seems to be a very universal confusion actually. It prevails almost everywhere. We also face similar queries from students as soon as they gave their 10th grade examination. And oftentimes it is a misconception amongst the parents even today that if you want to be successful in life, you have to pursue science subjects. You have to follow a career in either medical or engineering. Then only you can be termed as a successful person. Otherwise, in other streams there is no such scope. But what I feel and what I convey to my students, that the times have changed. Now in this 21st era, even in India, there are so many new career avenues taking place. Every single day in the newspaper we read about many new startups. There are students who are very talented, who have completed their education from premium institutions like IITs, and then they leave their jobs just for the sake of starting a new thing, a new business which was there in their mind as an idea. I think one should believe in himself or herself. They should check for the signals that would give them the idea of the aptitude they are having. Not everybody can be a doctor or an engineer. Everybody has got different set of talents and qualities. One needs to focus on those qualities. If you have a quality to be a good chef, there is no need to go for science stream. You go, you study culinary arts and you become a chef. Then if you have a sense for fashion, if you know what looks good, what doesn't look that good on someone, then you should go for fashion, I would say. So I think it is all about following one's passion. If you follow your field of interest, if you follow your area of passion, and if you back it up with the same amount of, just with the same amount of enthusiasm, there is no way anyone can stop you from becoming successful. This is what I feel.
In fact, the students should see their level of interest, in which subject they are interested.
Yes.
This is the important thing.
Exactly.
And they have also to see the mental capability,
Right.
what they can do and what they should do.
Yeah.
And I think for the selection of the course, better to discuss with the teachers, better to discuss with the parents, and better to discuss with the elderly people. And finally, I think the student will have a better selection for the course. Maybe the science, maybe the commerce, maybe the arts. What may be the courses? Everywhere, lots of scopes, lots of
Yes.
opportunities.
There is definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. Moreover,
Okay.
what I feel is that we have in Delhi, we have specialized educators known as educational and vocational guide and counselor. So I think one should also approach a guide or a counselor who can test them scientifically and who can actually tell them about their aptitude. So it will help them gradually to choose a career which fits their personality, which fits their talent.
Sir, we always expect that the students should do better in the examination. What would you like to suggest?
See, the examination pressure obviously remains tremendous upon the students as well as the teachers who teach them, because most often not only is it a test for the students, it's also a test for the teacher. How successful has his teaching strategies been, right? And in India currently, the examination or the evaluation process is such that focus is there on writing. So I think one of the most important skill that we as teachers can ask our student and motivate our students to develop is the writing skill. So they need to work a lot on their writing skills, first thing. Secondly, often one misunderstands that the best way to answer a question is to write it as close as it was written in the textbook. That I think is plagiarism and not intelligence. If we are merely writing whatever is written in the book, we are doing nothing but copying that work. So one must not copy. One must focus upon understanding and comprehend what is written in the textbook, and then one must use his own language, use his own contexts, and provide his own examples to elaborate what he understood and not what was written there in the book. So I think if we focus upon these two things, the comprehension and the writing skill, we would gradually be able to make our students divert away from the tendency of plagiarizing directly from the books and to help them to create original content. It is the original content that would eventually help them to be successful. That's what I feel.
So I think that a student will understand this better. And the most important thing is to go through the books.
Yes.
Thorough study of the books is important, so that they can develop their creativity.
Yes.
They have to understand, not only to learn by heart,
Yes.
but they have to understand the things.
Understand the
Yeah.
things, apply them.
Yeah, and they must have the writing skill, right?
Right.
So, sir, we understand that education is the backbone of society. So, if there is education, there is development. If there is education, there is unity. If there is education, there is peaceful. So, what should the teacher do in this regard to make the society educated, to ensure integration, to ensure development, to ensure happiness in the society?
Thank you so much for bringing in this question, Ajit sir. This is a very important question. And while we think about this question, we realize that the duties and responsibilities of a teacher does not get limited to the boundaries of a school only. they go far and beyond. If there is a teacher who feels that my job is merely for 6 hours and my job is limited to this school, he is not a teacher in real sense. That is what I feel. A teacher is someone who gets connected with his students 24/7. A teacher is someone whose impact can be felt years and years after the student gets out of that school after passing the examination. To form that sort of connect with student, it's a must that a teacher should breach the boundaries of subject and content, and should connect with a student in such a way that the real life of the teacher and the student get a scope to be discussed inside the classroom. Whatever content the teacher is teaching should be taught in such a way that the student can relate it with his or her own life, thereby bringing in value in whatever is being taught. So, integrating value in such a way with the content and with the subject that it becomes an integral part of the overall personality of the student is what a teacher should aim for. If a teacher can do this, then there is no way stopping a student becoming an ideal citizen for the country. I think this takes a lot more effort than 6 hours. We need to plan things after the school hours. Lesson planning in that case will not be focusing only on the content that is to be taught, but lesson planning should also be containing things that are beyond that topic and subject. Lesson planning will also be including things that are related to the value, that are related to the spirit of brotherhood, that are related to the spirit of patriotism, that are related to serving the nation. And that's when I feel the responsibility of a teacher is fulfilled.
So, sir, I also support that the role and responsibility of the teacher should be 24/7, and the student should be the priority.
Yes.
His roles and duties should not only be confined to the classroom.
Right.
He should think that he has to render his services 24/7 without any tiredness. Because what happens, students come to school. Why they come? To learn.
Yeah.
And from home, it is the teacher.
Yes.
So, the future of the students is at the hand of the teacher.
Right.
The quality education is at the hand of the teacher. The development of the society is at the hand of the teacher. We say that teacher is the social engineer and teacher is the maker of men.
Yes, I can't agree more, sir. I can't agree more to this. This statement in itself is very important. In fact, a teacher should serve as a manager now. He should manage things in such a way that all the stakeholders, be it the students, the parents, and the society, all should get integrated in such a way that the system function to make the student successful citizen for the country.
So, thank you so much, sir, for giving your valuable time, and this will be helpful for the students and teachers. So, thank you so much, sir, for your valuable time.
I thank you for this opportunity, Ajit sir. It was amazing talking to you today. It was such insightful event that even I end up learning a lot out of this conversation which we just had. And thank you so much, and I wish all your students all the best for their future. Thank you.